You got it. I, you got the car, my only card. So okay, got. Alrighty.
Live from Rocco's Tavern in Pasadena, it's straight off the menu with Peter Dills.
And Mike Bingley, I might say.
Mike Bingley, happy to see you here today.
It's nice to be seen, Mr. Dills. You're looking quite lovely today.
We've got a great show today.
We do. We do. We have a lot to talk about.
We got a ton of things to talk about. If you love food, if you love to drink, if you love to skip out on the bill.
Yes. I don't do that anymore.
We have a show for you. Mike, the budget has just blossomed. We have spared no expense.
Well, Gene and Dean Lee are going to like that. The budget has blossomed. Let me tell you.
Well, you said the right thing.
Yeah.
You said the bus.
The bus.
The bus.
Yeah.
We have spared no expense. Live from Long Beach, it's Robbie Ravenwood. He's here. And he'll be talking to us a little bit later in the show about some really cool stuff happening in Long Beach. Speaking of Long Beach, Mike, this is our Long Beach special.
Yeah, and I did Parker's Lighthouse.
Let's hear all about Parker's Lighthouse.
I got to tell you about Parker's Lighthouse. Parker's Lighthouse is right across from the Queen Mary, and that's a beautiful place. I mean, you want to just get out of town and want to relax. There's not a bad seat in the house. And let me tell you, it costs you a few bucks to go there, but that's okay. Parking's easy. You know, they validate parking. I think it costs us $2 by the time we're done because it covers
okay
the first
with that?
Oh yeah, you know I'm cheap. So anyway, but let me tell you something. When I went to Parker's, we had the stuffed Alaskan cod. It's one of their specials. $25.
Uh-huh.
I thought it was a deal. You know,
Okay.
it was dynamite. It was dynamite, man. And you know what else I had? I had it was called a seafood platter, actually, and it was also to die for. Had scallops and shrimp, and it had what else did it have, Peter?
Well,
Let me tell you what
What
it
did
had.
you have to drink?
Well, you see, that's the problem. I had a little too much to drink, so I can't remember all the stuff.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, no, seriously, it had a salmon, and it was also succulent. Very, very nice. Very nice lunch. I had oysters Rockefeller, which is very, very good. And I also tried their clam chowder. Clam chowder was good. It wasn't really my cup of tea, but it was good. And all in all, it was a great experience. Very professional staff, very nice restaurant, very clean. And then, you know, upstairs is a steakhouse.
Oh,
you know?
okay.
Yeah, it's the Queen's View Steakhouse upstairs, but we were there a little too early, so we couldn't enjoy that.
Well, with that-
Not that we could anyway. After
I know all that
having
food you had.
But let me tell you, it was seafood platter is what I had. Mesquite grilled. That's what I had to look at my nose to see that. But I would highly recommend it. Great place. How about that? I'm saying something positive for a change. How do you like that?
Parker's Lighthouse. Well, was it? Is it?
Yes.
Is it a lighthouse?
No.
Where did the name? Where did
I think it may have been. No.
Yeah.
There's a lighthouse. That's the name of the restaurant.
Yeah.
There's a lighthouse right across.
there
from
is
it.
a lighthouse
And
right
it
across the street from
overlooks the Queen Mary.
it. Well, when we get Robbie Ravenwood in the show,
Yeah,
a little
he
bit
could maybe
later,
elaborate
maybe
a little
can-
on it. Yeah, because
he
he
can
knows all the history.
Yeah.
And I understand there's a great history behind this place.
Okay.
But it is a Highline restaurant. I would advise you to try it.
All right.
On my scale, I would give it a definite B. Okay, I'm going back to the A, B, C, D, and F.
The old
thing.
school.
So the old school. So I'll give it a B.
All
Not
right.
A, but it's a B.
Parker's
So,
Lighthouse.
Yeah, Parker's Lighthouse. So what do you got going on?
Oh, well, I just wanted, we're going to celebrate Long Beach today. So I just wanted to give our viewers a couple of tidbits from Long Beach, how it got started. Obviously, Long Beach, it was named Wilmore City a long, long time ago in the late 1800s. And the original residents of Wilmore City changed the name to Long Beach because of the long beaches in
Ah.
Long Beach.
The Long Beach.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll figure out why they call it Pasadena,
Yeah.
but Long Beach is because they have long beaches. It's in 1902, from 1902 to 1910, Mike,
Mhm.
Long Beach, it was the fastest growing city in the whole United States.
I had no idea.
No. In 1933, they had a major earthquake that flattened the whole city. They had to rebuild, and that's why you see that kind of that Art Deco feel to Long Beach.
Yeah.
So they rebuilt it in 1933 after the earthquake. In 1947, raise your hand. Does anybody know what happened in 1947? The one and the only Howard Hughes's only Spruce Goose trip.
The Spruce Goose.
Over the Long Beach Harbor.
Yeah.
That was the only flight that it ever had.
You were on that, weren't you?
Man, I don't even know if my dad was alive back then. Shoot. The Spruce Goose was moved from a hidden hangar and established there at the Queen Mary. Since then, they've moved it back to in 1998. The Long Beach Aquarium of the Pacific opened, and today Long Beach is still home not only to some great restaurants, but Long Beach is still home to the Long Beach Grand Prix.
Yeah. Let me have these notes. Let me just take these notes.
Hey, there's your notes.
There's
your notes.
I can read mine. See, look, I got big giant letters.
I know,
and you
I
can
know.
hardly. I see you doing. You don't even have your
Doing that
cheaters on. So
they're,
you know,
they're
that's
hiding
good,
behind
good.
your superb beer that I brought.
You know, with
over
the new
here.
budget, we're going to have teleprompters up there, so you know.
The new budget.
The new budget. Yeah. Didn't you just say we got a new
Gosh.
budget?
Speaking of budgets,
Ooh,
I
do
have
tell.
spared no expense. After the upcoming break, I want to talk to you about the Tam O'Shanter first. But after the break, I have spent $3 on Gold Line and Blue Line, and Robbie Ravenwood has arrived in Pasadena all the way from Long Beach. He started in the Blue Line, got to the Gold Line, and he's here. And he wants to be reimbursed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, our accountant, Dean Lee, I'm sure will take care of him.
All right.
Shortly after the show, of course.
Hey, Tam O'Shanter, 95 years in the making, still growing strong. You and I sat at Walt Disney's table and had prime rib.
And what a beautiful restaurant. I was amazed. I've never been there before. And we were there about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So we kind of had the run of the restaurant, you know. And man, we did the tour of all the different rooms, and they explained when they were built and the eras and all that, and even the materials.
Yeah.
And I was just blown away. It was really, really a nice place. They had these really cozy little fireplaces in several of the rooms. And I think we have some pictures that we can show, up there. But what a cool place. And the food, all that prime rib.
The prime rib was good.
Oh, my goodness.
Can I make a suggestion?
Please.
If you go there, when you go there to the Tam O'Shanter, it's over there.
Take you and I?
Los Feliz.
Yeah.
Get there when there's not so many people there, so you can actually walk around and see all the. I mean, you could spend a half an hour just walking around.
Yeah, but you know, the Tam O'Shanter is one of those places that most people go to on birthdays and anniversaries. Is it's the higher end of your, it'll empty your wallet real quick, I think. But,
you had a Pim's cup.
A Pim's cup. Oh my goodness! And I suppose you're going to ask me what's in it.
No. And I'm guessing that the Queen Mary probably serves one of in the bar. They probably have a Pim's cup too. But learned a lot more about the Tam O'Shanter. There's caricatures of Walt Disney all over the place, because back then when Walt Disney was running Burbank, according to the manager John that we spoke to, they didn't have their own commissary, their own cafeteria, so they took over the Tam O'Shanter. And I liked that his table was real small because it was only big enough for maybe 3 or 4 people.
Yeah, beautiful little table, and then right in the corner there, out of the way. I don't think he was a very uppity guy, because he was kind of, in the corner,
Well, he's all the way in the back. They added another room, I'm sure, since Walt Disney's been going, but spacious restaurant, very good food. I don't really have a review for it at this point, but here's some good news.
Yes.
We're going to go back for PBS.
That's what I was going to get to.
PBS, and it's going to be our second shoot for PBS KLCS in Los Angeles. We're going to be checking out the Tam O'Shanter. 95 years. And the manager, John, told me that there was only one thing really that has changed. It's the carpets.
Yeah.
Everything else is pretty much original. And what did he say about the construction?
Oh, they went through different stages of construction. Easy for me to say. But I believe like the wood carved beams were actually made out of fiberglass, in one of the rooms. You know, they had them made. And
Yeah.
So, but there's some really old timey stuff, and then there's some new stuff, but made to look old timey. And they've gone through, I think, 4 different phases over the years of adding rooms and buying the lot next door and adding a little here and there. But it's all done very well.
Yeah,
Very
it's
well.
it's
Oh,
really it's something, and it's so close to where we are right now. I'm just like, well, we missed the Beckham Grill.
Hey, you know, I got to tell you while we're on this, one thing that we didn't do because we were there a little late, we didn't try their carver sandwiches. You know, the sandwiches
Right.
that they got a guy that carves it right there for you, I guess. Oh man,
Well,
I hear they're the bomb.
Well, there's 9 reasons to go back then, that's for sure. So you're watching straight off the menu. That's my best buddy in the whole wide world,
Yeah.
Mike
Yeah.
Bingley, and I'm
Yeah.
Peter Dills.
Yeah.
And
You got a good attitude today, don't you?
Well, yeah, because you brushed your teeth before that you came on the
Oh,
show.
Yeah. Well, how'd you? Yeah, the ultra bright. You know,
No one's laughing. There's 75 people, and nobody laughs.
all the comedians out of work, and look who's trying to be one. Hey, is it break
Oh,
time?
I like that. I'm going to write that down because I'm going to get you on that one.
Is it break time yet?
Yeah, you want to talk about Long Beach?
Yeah, let's talk about Long
All
Beach.
right, let's take a break.
Okay.
All right, let's talk to Robbie Ravenwood when we
All
come
right.
back.
All right.
The ukulele and playing man.
Okay. Okay, keep it rolling.
Okay, I'm going to get you on that one. With all the comedians out of work. Okay, Robbie, why don't you?
Come right here, Robbie. Sit down here. I'm going to give you my microphone.
All right.
Try to do this gracefully, right? Is that possible?
Why don't you, when we come back from the break, why don't you be playing your music?
Okay.
And Mike, why don't you bring us back? Or are you going to have a mic or?
Well, you know what I can do? You know what I can do? I can do this really. Well, I'll do. Here, we'll just get this on you.
Okay.
And
Is it gonna hurt or tickle? or
it
anything?
might just a little bit.
Do you know any places with good clam chowder in Long Beach?
Let me think
Is
about
there
that.
anything famous there that?
Famous clam chowder. You know, the funny part that is Walt's Wharf and Seal Beach, but that doesn't help.
No, that's fine. That's fine. That's close enough. That's fine.
It's
Okay.
Long Beach adjacent.
Yeah.
Maybe I think what I can do is.
Whatever you like.
So
You
since
wanna
this is
hide
just a quickie thing,
Yeah.
maybe we'll just stick it in your pocket
it?
here.
Okay, sure.
And Gene, can you still hear me? Okay. Can you hear him?
Can you hear me? I can talk. You'll have to get me to not talk, basically. Hello. Am I on channel 2? I have no idea. Hello.
Test. That's it. Okay. Robbie, I'm gonna just. Hold on,
I
hold
can
on.
talk. I'll talk. You can...
Let's just do that.
Get a picture of Chino over there.
Let's just do that.
How's that? Am I talking now? Can you hear me? Is that
Yeah.
okay?
And you know what? If I have to get in here, I'm gonna be Robbie. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna be a little that'd be easy for me to say a little loud.
Yeah.
And I did brush my teeth, so
Oh,
you know.
I flossed.
Did ya?
Yeah,
Good.
today
So-
anyway. On
so-
TV day, you know.
Yeah, with all the comedians out there out of work.
Okay. Oh, I think I hit a note with you, didn't
No,
I?
I'm going to remember that one. I want to get it right.
How's the uke sounding? Can you hear that?
Yeah, your microphone's right on.
All right.
Okay, just keep go.
Okay.
Roll it back. You-
Hey, we're live. We're back.
Thank you.
We're live. We're back. It's Rocco's Tavern. It's in Pasadena. We're here each and every Monday afternoon at 3 o'clock. We're on Charter Cable at 7 o'clock on Sundays, channel 188. You might be watching us on YouTube. That's a good way to watch us live on Mondays. That's my buddy Mike Bingley over there.
That's me.
And you know who this guy is? You know who this guy is? If you don't know who he is, you're going to know right now. His name is Robbie Ravenwood, and he is the pride of Long Beach. Robbie, welcome
Thank you.
to
Thank you. Nice to
yeah,
see
Robbie.
you
Off the
guys.
menu.
Yeah,
Hey,
thank
now
you.
I think you're going to make up for all my mistakes at this Lighthouse restaurant, right? You're going to correct me and give me a little history on this because I think I dropped the ball on a little bit. You being from Long Beach, I know you know the real deal. So.
Well, I know where it is, and I know there's a hat shop nearby. So I
That's
mean,
all I need
if
to
you're looking
know.
for a pork
Hit-
pie,
I,
Oh,
need,
yeah.
I need a good hat. I
Really,
need
we
a
need
good
to
hat.
go shopping.
Well, let's go.
Let's
Let's
go.
go.
Okay, now or after the show?
Well, let's
Okay.
we'll wait.
Shoreline
Shoreline
Village.
Village.
Yeah.
As soon as
Right.
Dean cuts you the check, we'll be on our
Oh,
way.
okay.
Yeah, Shoreline's pretty cool. They've got this hat shops. I think a lot of different kiosks out there, but we brought you in to give us the real deal on Long Beach. None of these chains like Chili's. We want to hear about some really cool places.
You don't want to know about Mimi's then? So that's
Mimi's
kind of out.
Nah,
Okay.
that's fine.
No,
Mimi's
I'm kidding.
Cafe
Yeah, that works.
for biscuits and gravy.
Yeah.
Fried chicken.
Yeah.
Mimi's.
Mimi's.
Do tell. I don't know about Mimi's.
It's
a
like a
chain.
southern
There's
thing. It's
like a billion of them.
we don't have the hat, but we have Mimi's. That
okay.
kind of thing.
Ah.
Kind of like that. So.
All right, so let's start off for breakfast. Where would we find Robbie Ravenwood having breakfast?
You would find me at the Park Pantry, which is not to be confused with the Pantry, which is in downtown LA, which everybody knows about. So
But you said this one's pretty good too.
I think it's the best coffee shop in Long Beach by far, if not, that general area, South Bay. I mean, it's they've got great egg salad. They've got patty melt that they put mustard on with Swiss cheese. So it's a little upscale. They might even put a little mint in your tea if you're nice to them. So,
Mint in your tea?
yeah, like iced tea with a little mint.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't mean like toothpaste.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay. Yeah.
And you mentioned that they have a nice view.
Well, it's right across the street from the park. What's the name of the park? I always forget. But right across the street from there on Ocean is a real nice unimpeded view of the Queen Mary and Catalina and the grass, and they have yoga that they do out on the grass like every other week, it seems like. So you could eat and then
Why
go
are you
do the
laughing at me?
yoga.
You're looking at me and
I'm
laughing. Why are
thinking
you
about
laughing at me?
yoga.
Yoga.
I'm gonna
You
get
know
you.
what I'm saying? Yoga, huh?
Yoga,
I'm gonna
not,
get you.
See what I got to deal with?
not
here?
yogurt.
Oh,
but,
okay,
you know,
okay.
they're kind of similar.
All right, so I'm looking to have maybe a glass of wine. How about the Red Barrel?
I love the Red Barrel. The Red Barrel is on Zimino near the traffic circle. I don't know if you guys have been down there, but there's actually a traffic circle like what you see in New England where there's no lights and everybody drives around in a circle. They have terrific wine. It's basically a wine bar and a bistro, and they have wine and they have beer, and then they have lots of finger foods and tapas kind of stuff, and an open mic that I go to on Tuesday nights. So
Open mic night.
open mic night. So,
Open mic.
Open mic.
Hey, there you go. With your comedic abilities, open mic night. There you go.
I'm only funny when I try not to be funny. So we're here with Mike Bingley and Robbie, and it's Peter Dills, and we call the show Straight Off the Menu. We're talking about Long Beach today, Mike.
I love Long Beach. I love Long Beach. How come you didn't go with me yesterday? You had
I
a
have
radio show. That's
yeah,
right. That's
6
right.
p.m. radio show, KLAA every Sunday night. Okay, so indoor dining, Ambrosia.
Ambrosia, that's another cool place. That's also right near the pantry. It's Mediterranean food, and they have an indoor-outdoor area. So there's a patio, and it kind of just blends in. It's kind of like this place in that regard. And then they have a koi pond, which I always thought, if you wanted fresh.
Is it dog friendly?
The outside patio is.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
That's real important to a lot of people nowadays. They
Yeah.
want to bring their pooches to these nice establishments.
Yeah, it looks like it was a house at one point, so it has a lot of vegetation, and it's a nice, good place to eat, reasonably priced.
So what's your daily activity in Long Beach? I mean, I love the way you're looking. Do you just walk around playing the ukulele all day?
My band, we're the Funhouse Porcupines. We busk a lot, which is I also call that musical panhandling, basically. However, instead of just begging for money, we just play a song until you're like, either pay us because you like it or you want us to go away. So, that type of thing. But I'm a musician, and so for me, I wake up around 11 in the morning and stumble over to the pantry, something like that, and
And they know you there.
They do know me there, and they want me to. I play Happy Birthday to people over there
Right.
too. So
Hey,
kind of like
what
a
about,
mariachi.
and I'm going to put you on the spot here, but we
Alrighty.
do that. Mike and I like
Yes,
doing that.
We do.
You Are
Anytime.
My Sunshine.
You want me to play that?
I want you to play it.
Let's see if
It's
I
my
can.
mother's favorite.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my Peter Dills away.
And Mike Bingley.
Yeah, Mike.
Yeah.
All right,
Right on.
that's good.
Do
All
I
right,
pass the audition?
you pass the audition.
Okay.
We can continue on with your fantastic restaurant reviews. We're checking out Long Beach today. How long have you been in Long Beach?
I've been in Long Beach 9 years. I'm an LA native. I started in Torrance, moved to Woodland Hills, Valencia, Thousand Oaks, Pico Rivera, where I was the only white guy in Pico Rivera for a couple of years.
Well, yeah.
And now I'm in Well, it's not a bad thing.
No,
It's
no.
just-
Now you're in the LBC.
and now I'm in the LBC,
Yeah.
and I love it. It's the second largest city in LA County, but it has the feel of like Morro Bay or a place like that, like a little seaside town. I mean, it's very small town in a lot of, kind of like Pasadena in some respects.
Yeah, it's got its good and bad areas.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, the bad areas are Lakewood and Cerritos. Sorry, folks.
Cerritos. I
Shut your mouth.
thought the only thing.
Shut your mouth.
I thought the only thing in Cerritos was a car mall.
Well,
Yeah.
not a lot of good eating over there.
Yeah, but
know?
you had mentioned, I asked you about clam chowder, and you said you got to go to Seal Beach for good
Yes,
clam chowder.
and another shameless plug. That's where I
That's all right.
busk like Friday nights and Sunday nights, 7 to 10, in front of Walt's Wharf, which is I call Seal Beach Long
Walt's
Beach
Wharf.
adjacent.
Walt's
Yeah,
Wharf.
Walt's Wharf is I think has like the best seafood around, honestly. And they also the owner has a cattle ranch in Montana, so they have their own beef, and they get muslets. How do you say that? Muslets?
Musks.
Yeah, the little shelly things. All
Mussels.
the mussels. Lots of different colored mussels.
Mussels,
So
yeah.
it's a real
Okay.
fresh place, great place. We play there, and the clam chowder is to die for.
Yeah, I like clam chowder. I really do.
Fridays usually, right?
Friday. Yeah. Well, that's what they say. I don't know
Yeah.
why. I don't know.
I think it's a Catholic thing. Or
Yeah, it
was,
must be.
Right?
Must be.
Yeah,
Fish
like-
fry on
yeah,
Like
Friday.
fillet
and-
of fish
That's
at
it.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
kind of thing.
That's it.
All right, what else do we got?
Well, you want to talk about what I go on Thanksgiving? I go to the Queen Mary.
Oh yeah, and you got dollar
Ooh,
signs
do
next
tell,
to
do
there.
I do
Yeah.
have. Well, there's Sir Winston's, which I need to busk a little more to be able to
Yeah,
afford to go
Sir
there. Yeah,
Winston's.
Sir Winston's, like Winston Churchill. I'm
At the
assuming.
Queen Mary.
At the
Okay.
Queen Mary, and there's also a place called the Promenade Cafe.
The promenade.
The
okay.
Promenade, and this is a little secret that I'm probably now ruining, but it's good for the Queen Mary. Is that I go there with my family and friends on Thanksgiving, and it's really quiet. And if anytime you go to the Queen Mary and tell them you're either going to eat or drink, you can get on the ship free. You don't have to take the tour or whatever. So that's a little tip for folks. If
We
you,
like little tips.
yeah, you can walk around, and then they have an observation bar. You were talking about the
Yeah.
30s, beautiful 1930s Art Deco bar with a lot of sculptures and murals and whatnot, and really good mojitos. I don't know what was the drink you were talking
mojito. I
about.
love mojitos.
I don't.
Matter of
that
fact,
the
I'm surprised we don't have one here now.
Yeah,
You know,
we got a new
usually we have
server-
the
ser-
water. We usually have a watermelon mojito. Is what they usually bring
Yeah.
us out.
well, you have to pay for my goal line ticket.
Well, now the dean's going to take care of
Okay,
that.
all
But
right.
see, that usually gets our mind right when we have a couple of mojitos. I'm drinking ice water right now, but usually when I have the mojito, I don't stumble and stutter. But ice water is not working with me. But anyways, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, no,
go ahead,
that's
go
okay.
ahead.
And I was just going to say that I go there on Thanksgiving, and there's hardly anyone there. And then there's this beautiful view of Long Beach. It's like a lot of people don't realize really how cool and beautiful Long Beach looks like at night, because you see the entire shoreline from Ocean Boulevard, and you can see the Ferris wheel and all the old buildings and things are lit up, and there's the ocean and the Queen Mary too. We're right there.
Do they call
on
that the
it.
Pike? Is that what they call
The
that?
Pike area, yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of like Pike Light now. They've kind of they got rid of the sailors and the tattoo parlors and
okay,
put in
okay.
a Cold Stone.
But they still call it the Pike.
Yeah, they still call it the Pike. Yes.
So,
they
yeah,
do.
I'm learning. I don't know much. Obviously, I don't know a lot about Long Beach. So
That's why I'm here.
that's
Right,
why you're
Robbie
here.
Ravenwood
Educate
is
us.
here. So tell us a little bit about. I want to stick with the Queen Mary.
Sure,
Do
absolutely.
they still do the Sunday brunch?
That was another thing I was going to say. Thank you for saying that. I just went to that a couple months ago. That's fantastic. They have a harp player, and I happened to be there on some Beatle anniversary, and they were playing all these Beatle tunes on harp, and they have all kinds of little finger foods, sushi and omelet bar and all kinds of stuff. And then they have those pink mirrors. So like before, when you're on the ocean, I was like, if you didn't look seasick, you would look okay. So
Okay, I get it.
when you're at the the brunch, you still look okay if you look in the mirror.
Right, right.
That pink
But
cast.
now, you mentioned the drinks there. I remember them doing a champagne brunch,
Mhm.
and that's something we got to go check out, Mike.
Champagne brunch.
Champagne brunch.
I think that's included in the price, is what you're talking about.
Right,
'Cause
that's
I
what
think
I'm saying.
I think it's about $50 a person,
yeah,
and you
that's
go, and it's all you can eat, and as long as you want to stay there, and then it's unlimited mimosas and/or champagne, so you can kind of beef up your orange juice or taper off.
Okay,
depending on
one
what you
more
wanna do.
one more restaurant, and then we'll
One
let you
more?
give your shameless plug.
Okay, my shameless plug. Okay, well, there's also the Paradise Bar.
Paradise Bar.
Which,
now you're talking, baby.
Yeah, it's Paradise.
Yeah.
It's a gay bar, but it's straight friendly, and they have a grand piano there,
I
which
walked right in.
I've played.
I walked right into that one.
Did you
didn't
walk
I?
right
Yeah,
into
I
that
walked
one?
right into
Well, I
that
can give you the address if you want to walk
Hey,
right
Well, it's
hey,
into
better
it,
than
hey.
backing
Hey.
into it.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's all good.
Parallel parking. That's
It's all
an
good.
art form in Long
Hey, you know
Beach,
what?
too, I have to
If
tell
a
you
bar's
guys.
got nice people, they got nice people. Don't matter where they're at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
I'll leave it at
agree.
that.
Well, it's a caveat at least.
As
you
long
know.
as they're not
Caveat,
from Antarctica. Yeah, those people from Antarctica, Mike, they
That's
just
it
drive
for
me
you.
crazy.
Here we're gonna.
Should I tell you the mac and cheese balls are really good? Or
Oh,
is
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
mac
yeah,
and
yeah,
cheese
yeah.
ball at where now?
at
Yeah,
the Paradise,
I bet they're good. I bet they're
1800
good.
East Broadway.
Yeah, 1800 East.
And they have a piano bar, really nice lighting, really nice food too. I have to say, they really have really good food there.
Well, Robbie, you did a great job.
Thank you.
Stick with us. We're almost done with the show. Before we go, though, Mike, I want to give a shout out to La Fiesta Grande
Oh,
back
yes.
here in Pasadena. By the time this show airs on Charter on Saturday and Sunday night, they'll be just about 1 or 2 weeks away from officially closing their doors.
And why are they closing?
Nothing to do with the building itself is in a
Redevelopment. zone?
redevelopment zone, and
Yeah.
their guy is tearing down 3 buildings to make 1 business, and it's going to be sad to go.
Man, there's too
see it
much of
go.
that stuff going on up here.
Especially in Pasadena, but that no one listens to me. Everything's build, and I'm all for
Yeah.
progress, but I'm sorry to
Yeah.
see one of my favorite.
That was quite an institution there.
We
La Fiesta Grande.
we lost Beckham Grill, and now we've lost La Fiesta. What's next? And then
let's
you know
not
we
even go there.
we lost Burger Continental. Did you ever go to
Burger
Burger
No,
Continental?
where was that?
Dean Lee's wife, Michelle,
Mm-hmm.
used to do she
Belly
does
dancing
belly
and the
dancing
swords
over
and all
there. Oh
that?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. At the Burger Continental.
I love
Well, they're
Burger.
gone. They're there 40 years. Restaurants just don't make it that long
Yeah.
anymore. What in Long Beach has been there a long time?
Well, the pantry's been there, I think, at least since either the late 40s or 50s, and obviously the Queen Mary kind of got drugged into the bay in the late 60s.
Right.
But the rest of these, I think, Red Barrel's actually pretty new. So probably some of the older restaurants are probably on Pine Avenue in downtown, like Savella's and some of those kind of
Okay.
places.
Yeah, I filmed at one restaurant for KDOC, La Opera. Is that
Yeah,
still there?
that's I think across the street. I think that's on Pine Avenue.
Yeah,
as
they've
well.
got a downstairs wine cave. If I can find some old footage.
There you go. Hey,
Footage.
you're learning from me, aren't you?
Are you having a fit?
Robbie, thank you very much. We've got
Thank you,
just
too. Nice to see you guys.
just-
Robbie,
yeah.
thank you.
From you, I want to hug.
I love the hat, by the way.
Thank
We're gonna
go
look up
hat
your-
shopping.
your
You want to go
hat
hat
guy.
shopping?
yeah, I
All
want
right.
him to wear a hat for next week's show.
All right.
Next week's show, I think we're going to do will be our Christmas special, Mike. Is that right?
I hope so. Yes.
Why do you hope so?
Well, hopefully by that time we'll have 3 working microphones.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man,
Into the flower vase, right?
So we covered Long Beach. We talked about La Fiesta. We talked about the Tam O'Shanter.
Yes.
We got to go there. We got to bring the whole group there.
Yeah.
And we will. And we'll get some new footage of the Tam O'Shanter. Maybe not for next week. Come on.
Hey, we're talking about PBS.
Yeah.
You just finished a show for PBS on a lovely winery. You've
San-
seen a couple clips
Yeah.
here on our show, and it's now airing, correct?
Yeah, it's now airing on KLCS, and just go to your program guide, and it's just dining is when you're scrolling around, it just says dining, and yeah, that's the show that's airing right now on KLCS is the San Antonio Winery, and then you were kind enough to mention to our viewers that we're going to be hitting the Tam O'Shanter.
Yeah.
Will be the next story for PBS.
We're going to
on
hit all these
KLCS.
old-timey LA restaurants. That's our plan. And after that, we're going to Philippe's too.
Philippe's, yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll be counting on you to find us a
And-
cool place in Long Beach
Okay.
that has some history behind
History
it.
to it. Yeah.
Well, maybe the Queen Mary.
Yeah.
That's plenty of history.
You'll have a hat by then, right?
Is that a fedora?
It's a pork pie hat.
What?
A pork pie hat, because
Pork pie.
the top of it looks like where they used to cook pork, then like a pie, like a pork pie.
Pork pie
A
hat.
pork pie hat. It is a type of fedora.
Ah.
So,
all right.
and I have lots of hats. If you guys, come on down, you can borrow a few. If you don't
It
want
would
to,
be
if you don't want to buy any.
Well, we'll be the hat crew.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, great show. It's Peter Dills.
And I'm Mike Bingley.
And that's
RobbieRavenwood.com.
Come on, play us a little music
right.
before we go.
It's a song about indigestion and love. There we go. We interpretive dancing, apparently. The say love is blind, that's glaringly true, but what they don't tell you, it's retarded too. What the heck did I ever see in you? Spent my money, you crashed my car, you drank my liquor from an old fruit jar. What the heck did I ever see in you? Maybe it was something that I ate. A painful lesson from above. I should have said, oh hell no, to that second date. Oh, the water doesn't mix, neither do hate and love. Help me now. Shabba-doo-doo-doo,
Shabba-doo-dah. Wobble hooda had a hey Lee.
Was a weekend, slipped and fell over your hoodwinking. What the hell did I ever see in Thank you. I'm here all night. Try the veal.
All
I
right.
think we went out on that one, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.